Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. Astroneer received an update today, bringing the game to version 1.10.97. And before you get too excited, no, this is not the dedicated server update. Dedicated servers are still in testing and will be released when they're ready. That's not to say this update does not have anything cool, because it does. First up, small tier 1 debris objects can now be picked up and gathered into your backpack into debris bundles. The debris bundles can then be placed into any shredder, yielding scrap that can be traded for resources on the trade platform. Each bundle can hold 5 pieces of debris, and they're automatically bundled together when you place debris objects on your backpack. This should help players get an easier early start on trading scrap for resources, as you no longer need to carry each piece of debris back to a shredder or power a vehicle in a shredder on a mobile shredding station. The other addition to the game is the leveling block. Now, you cannot create the leveling block in adventure mode. It is only available to create in creative mode. That's not to say you can't start a creative game, grab a leveling block, and then switch it over to adventure, because that totally works. But since the game was once in creative, you also disable the ability to obtain any achievements in that save. To use the leveling block, just place it on the ground and you'll see it snap to the existing voxel grid, whatever a voxel grid is. So if you're near the North Pole, it will produce surfaces that are relatively flat compared to the surrounding terrain. But if you go elsewhere on the planet, it's going to align differently, producing flat surfaces on varying angles based upon where you're using the leveling block. For players who are really into building with soil, the leveling block is a very useful tool. It has been available on the beta tests of the dedicated servers for a few weeks now, and many players have already built some really impressive structures with the aid of the leveling block. But for players, like myself, who aren't really interested in terraforming and soil manipulation, the leveling block doesn't really offer much. Personally, I hope this is the last that we see of this true flat focus for quite some time. This update also brought about numerous bug fixes and performance enhancements. You can check out the patch notes on the Astroneer Discord or on Reddit for the full details. I'll be sure to put links in the description down below, but here are some highlights. Performance optimization should yield better frame rates for all players and result in better processing of particle effects. Buggy aux slots are now mapped to the correct keys, and numerous improvements to multiplayer means that clients will have a better experience overall. Before I wrap it up, I want to take a moment to tell you about Astroneer Academy. This video series will eventually span 24 videos and covers topics ranging from the very basics of getting started in Astroneer, all the way through completing the game, obtaining all of the achievements, and even more advanced topics. The best part about the Astroneer Academy is that it is a community-driven project. Several pro-level players are contributing to the content of each video, including pro tips and expert advice. You can check out the entire Astroneer Academy playlist by clicking the card on your screen or through the link in the description down below. And if you would like to be involved in helping create upcoming Astroneer Academy videos, be sure to hit me up on Twitter or Discord. And that's going to wrap it up for coverage of this Astroneer update. But I'd love to hear your thoughts. Do you find the debris bundles and leveling block to be welcome additions to the game? Or were you hoping for something else? And how is the game performance for you now that these bug fixes are in place? Be sure to leave comments down below. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.